It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast video, and with me, the gentleman right here, is the one and only Steve Knight. Nice to have you with me, Steve.
Thank you, Jamie. Good to be here.
Great guy. His dad, many years ago, kicked off the courthouse lighting, and maybe you can give us a little bit of the history of this, Steve.
You bet. Well, Dad retired from Maytag in the mid-'80s, and he thought, whatever happened to the traditional lighting? And so he got a committee together, and they found where the lights were in a lumber yard right off the square. And from there, they formed a committee and went to the supervisors, Jasper County supervisors, and with 5,000 signatures, and they were able to get the old traditional lighting back. And so it took almost 5 years.
Wow.
But
incredible.
They've been up since, I believe it was 92 was the first year.
And how much money did it take to get those lights back up?
They initially raised $25,000, and a lot of that went to, refurbishing the lights. And then, of course, then you have to pay the electric company to put them up and down. And
sure.
Our partner in that was Meisner Electric, and they did it for several years. And they kept the price down. They kept it, we would take in $10,000 to $15,000 a year, and that would be enough to put it up. So
they were pretty generous to you.
They were. They were. You betcha.
And you said when you first found the lights in an old lumberyard storage area,
yes,
they were a mess.
They were a mess. It looked like Christmas Vacation. They were in a big roll, and of course the Merry Christmas sign, some of the neon was broke, and there was a lot of things that needed to be repaired. And Dad was able to get some volunteers, electricians, to come in, and somehow they got them working again, and they got them up.
You said your dad was like Mr. Christmas. Tell me about that.
Well, he was. He kind of got that title when he started doing the Christmas lights. But he loved Christmas. He loved the old Christmas movies, and so that was a big deal to him. And, as a kid growing up, it was a big deal to you and I.
Oh, sure.
The Christmas parade, and also flipping the switch, and of course Santa Claus and his wife were up there on the square, and but it was just a festive time and a great way to kick off the holiday season back then. And it still is.
Well, I remember as a kid, let me tell you some of my memories of Christmas in good old Rootin' Tootin' Newton. Being downtown and, of course, seeing the courthouse lights, ringing the bell for the Salvation Army in those sheds that they had around the square.
You bet.
The shopping center with the robotic elves.
Yes.
Those are, I think at the Jasper County Museum now.
Okay.
I don't know. But some of those things just, they stick in your memory. And I remember, and I told you this in the podcast, I remember coming back to Newton, and I don't know what radio station I was at or what city I was living in at the time, but the courthouse lights that I remember as a kid were gone, and they'd put up these other lights that were framing the courthouse, but Steve, they just weren't the same. And so I think a lot of people were disappointed, and your dad brought those back, so kudos to him. I know, and we don't have as much time as we did in the audio podcast, but in the video podcast, we want to make sure that we get the people in that you wanted to thank. And I know you have some people, you took some notes, and there's folks that you want to give some kudos and props to.
Well, first of all, thank you to the people in Newton and Jasper County who donate every year. So appreciate that. Without that, this wouldn't happen. And then also the businesses and a few other people that did give, a few of the banks, and I could go down the list. But number one, the Newton News. They put the list of folks that donate, and a lot of them are in memory of somebody, and that's how we advertise, really. And then we also have a coupon in there where if you donate $5, you can have opportunity to flip the switch on that evening, and that's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun for me. And then we got to go with Van Manen Electric right now. They're the ones that put it up and put it down. Can't thank them enough. They've been a great partner in the lighting display, and so thankful to them. Next would probably be Adam Sparks and Michelle Arkenbright and Jasper County Auditor up there, and everyone that keeps things going. And they do a wonderful job decorating the inside of the courthouse too. And if you haven't ever had a chance, see it. 4-H is in there too with their Christmas trees, and that's always really nice. We have one fellow that's really come to bat here the last couple of years, and we've had a few projects, new arches, some new lights. We went to LED lighting, which really saved an electric bill, but the other thing we needed was a trailer to store the lights in, and he donated the monies to have us be able to get one. And his name is Bruce Carmichael. He lives in California, graduated from Newton in '74, and we just thank him so much for his for stepping forward and helping us out keep this tradition going.
And I drove by that trailer on the way over here to the library where we filmed the video. And on the side of it, it's like a big advertisement for the courthouse lights.
Yes, it is. And when I first seen it, I thought, wow, that is pretty neat.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in the parade this year.
Great.
And
great.
It'll really add to the parade. And
You bet.
so yeah, that's awesome. I'm probably going to forget somebody here, but the fellow that redid our arches in stainless steel, they're freestanding, Scott Vander Score, VS Fabworks, and he designed them, and he really went to bat for us and keeping the price down. And also, I want to thank the Chamber, Kaylee Marchett and Newton Main Street, Aaron Yeager, for their work in this and promoting, and I just appreciate that. And so many others, but so thankful that this tradition has been basically in Newton since 1934. So
Wow.
if we were adding up the years via the World War II and the energy crisis in '73, this would be the 91st year.
You bet.
Some kind of decoration on the
Yeah,
courthouse.
and we were talking too, Newton has become so festive, not only with the courthouse lighting,
Yes.
but the holiday lights at Maytag Park, and also the tremendous Christmas experience, and the lights now at the splash pad.
Yes.
It's become the holiday place to be.
You
So
betcha.
check it out. We just have a little time left, Steve. If
Okay.
people want to make a donation to the courthouse lighting, how can they do that?
Well, they can do that by sending a donation to the Jasper County Auditor, Box 944, Newton, Iowa, 50208.
All right.
And we appreciate that, folks, and thank you so much for listening today.
Our interview guest has been Steve Knight with the Courthouse Lights, and that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast. And until next time, Grout is out. See ya.
That's pretty cool. Thanks, man.
you, buddy.
That was awesome.
Yep, glad to do it.
I'm not very gifted when it
Oh
comes
no, you do a fine
comes
job.
to interviews. I can remember the first time I was interviewed, I was at the Floppy Show. And I was with my sisters. It was either Girl Scouts or Brownies.